when I wake up, the first thing that I do is make my bed. Now, in the book titled Make Your Bed by McRaven, the first lesson that he teaches us is start your day with a task completed. Now, in the analogy, in his story, he used making your bed. Now, the goal of this lesson is to find satisfaction in starting your day with a task completed.
How am I going to get this in the house by myself?
In lesson 2 of the book, it talks about finding someone to help you paddle, and also to find someone to help during the hardships of life. And yes, we did buy a Christmas tree in September. Teamwork makes the dream work. Now let me tell you something, brother. It doesn't matter the size of your pythons. It only matters the size of what's in here. Your heart, brother. I'm talking resilience, courage, and compassion, brother. Lesson 4 teaches us that when unfair things happen in our lives, we should still drive on. This is a picture of my family, and this would be the last picture that we had of the 4 of us, because on March 14th, 2023, my dad passed away. The loss was devastating to my family, but instead of complaining about the situation, we trusted God and kept going. Since his passing, I have received President's List during every grading period during high school. Since his passing, I have been on many memorable vacations. Since his passing, I have dedicated my time into perfecting my craft in video editing. I say all this to show you that my situation did not define me. I drove on. I didn't do well on this paper. Good thing McRaven's 5th lesson is failure makes you stronger. And the goal of this lesson is to make you realize that failure is always a chance to learn. I might see if I can redo this paper. I really want to ask this girl out, but I don't have the courage to do it. Good thing that lesson 6 in the book talks about daring greatly, and it talks about how it is good to take risks to meet our full potential. I think I'm gonna give her a call. Sharks. Monsters of the deep. In lesson 7 of McRaven's book, he uses sharks to represent bullies. Now, the goal of lesson 7 is to teach us to put our fear to the side and overcome the bullies and sharks in our lives. Lesson 8 talks about rising to the occasion. Now, when I think of people that I can relate with that have rise to the occasion, I think of people like Walt Disney, Jim Henson, and Steven Spielberg. I even think of lesser known names like Nolan Bushnell and Frank Oz. I bring up these names to show you that no matter your situation, you can always rise to the occasion. Lesson 9 is all about giving people hope in dark times. Now, the way that I demonstrate this lesson is by volunteering. I love being able to share the love of Christ with people around me. In these dark times that we live in, there is nothing better and more fulfilling than being able to share hope. I lost again. I'm ready to give up, but I won't, because in lesson 10 of the book, it talks about never giving up. And instead of feeling sorry for ourselves, we should stay determined and stay on the course. I'm gonna try again.